Hello everyone, welcome to Engineering and Economy. I'm Dr. Nathan. Today we are going to look at some basics of solar PV system. So in generally, when we talk with the people or the customers who are buying the solar panels or who are installing the solar panels, they say always the word solar panels. But other than the solar panel, there are number of technical words. So as a students or as a designers or those who are working with the solar PV system, they had to understand each and every terminology such as solar PV cells, solar PV module, solar PV panels, and solar PV arrays. So what is the difference between that? Why we are separating each in different with the different terminology? So let's look at each one by one. So solar PV cell or the photovoltaic cell is an electronic device that converts the light energy directly into electricity by means of photovoltaic effect. So the solar PV cell is a single unit, a smallest unit that is the fundamental of all this entire solar PV system. So then if you look at the module we are combining number of cells to make a module. The reason is that solar PV cells is a smallest unit which can generate zero point 0.5 to zero point 0.6 voltage. So zero point 0.5 to zero point 0.6 voltage means very small voltage. With that small voltage, we can't do anything. So we have to make this into about 12 voltage or 20 voltage, 30 voltage, 48 voltage. There are different uh, voltage levels. So in order to make this into different voltage level, we had to connect this into a module. That's the reason the module become from the cells. So again there are question how many cells in the module we will look at in the next slide. So then the reason for the module is to make a voltage level, either 12 voltage, 20 voltage, or different voltage levels from the cell is a single unit that produces 0.5 to zero point 0.6 voltage only. Then look at the panel is like if you combine two three module or number of modules that become a panel. That panel is for the specific purpose, like if you want to install the solar PV system in some remote area, some areas where we can't work. So in that case we prefabricate the panel by combining the module, and we go and place into the particular place, for example sea, in the sea. So floating solar PV systems likewise. So we'll look at later one by one. So the but people talk about solar PV panels always, either one panel or is a combination of panel. People generally talk whatever it is a panel. People mean the customers who are using, who are installing the panels. They just generally talking. But as an engineer, as a person who is studying renewable energy technology or the solar PV technology, you have to know each terminology with a meaning. Why this we are separating? Then the array comes as a number of panels in arrange in the entire system is called array. We have to arrange all the panels. So in the rooftop, let's say we have a different roof level. So we install some panels here, some panels there. So everything all together is come as array. So entire system is called array. So array can have a series and parallel combinations of solar modules. Solar modules. Later we will look at each video separately what is a series and parallel combination. So this is a very simple. I'll show it in different from the different websites how they put this into the picture. So this is a cell, a module, and panel and array. Because why I bring here, because there are a little bit of confusion between this naming between the different websites. So to make it simple, we'll show it here. So solar cell and solar module, solar panel, and solar array. Solar array is sometimes called solar PV system, because as I said, solar array means solar PV system. When we say solar PV system, I have a solar PV system in my rooftop mean it means I'm talking about the entire system. I'm not talking about one module. So or we can say we have a solar PV array in this, in the rooftop. So array mean it's including all the system. Okay, so usually the solar PV panels, this terminology panel, we may not using the panels. As I said, panels, we are using only the places where the installation required a prefabricated uh, panel, which means like in general our household, our rooftop, the solar installers bring each module and fix it in to make a PV system or PV array. They no need to fabricate, fabricate by combining two three module on the ground level and bring it to the roof. It's simple. So they bring each panel one by one. They're carrying each panel to the roof and they're fixing it. So that's, you understand. So cell, module, panel, and array. So let's look at one by one. A solar PV cell is a basic building block of the system. As I said, the size probably 0.5 inches to uh, uh, up to 4 inches size. It depend on the manufacturers. We'll look at one by one each later. So how one cells produce 1 to 2 watts. This is a general, but nowadays we have come up with a lot of new efficient panels, sorry, efficient cells that can produce more watts. So in general, in generalized average, it can produce 1 to 2 watts. So individual solar cells can generate 0.5 to 0.6 volt at under the 25 degrees Celsius and air mass of 1.5 illumination. So this is under the STC condition, standard test condition. We'll look at that later. So in simple, solar cell is a single element that convert light energy into electricity by using photovoltaic effect. So this is how they installing the solar module. This is they carrying the module. So it's simple. In our house, I mean general house installation, rooftop installation, we will talk about module. And once all the modules are installed, then it become a solar PV system, or we can say solar PV array. That's clear. So here, these are the module. The solar PV module can have a different size. It's depend on the manufacturers, different size, and it can have a different number of cells. You can count the cells 1 2 3 4. Likewise, you can count the cells, how many cells here, how many cells here, how many cells here. It can have different number sorry, cells. It's depend on the manufacturer's design. Manufacturer design for the specific voltage level. Let's say this panel have 24 voltage, this panel have 32 voltage or something like. So they it's about how they specify the output voltage. So entire panel, if you install this entire panel on your rooftop, you can generate 24 voltage. That is the manufacturer promise to you. So based on that, they design the module. So in this module, based on that, they design the cells. Okay, that's clear. So solar PV panel, as I said, panel is like a photovoltaic panel are comprised of one or more PV module that can be put together to form a pre-wired field installable unit. That's a keyword, field installable unit. So before you going into install into the site location, you are fabricating somewhere and bring it to the site, because there are many purpose. You can see these next slides. Look at this, it's in the sea. So under the sea, it's not a floating solar, but under the sea they have a pole. But can you go and install one each module one by one in this location? It's difficult because it's you can't go and work practically in the sea environment. So the concept is they create a panel with 6 module. Look at this here. This panel with a 6 module. This is a free fabricated in somewhere, and they bring this entire panel here and install here. So that is the purpose of panel. So when we talk about panel, is a free fabricated using number of modules. So this is array. Here we have a solar PVs. As I said earlier, we have a four number of module connected here, and there are one module here, one module here. So everything all together, we call this as a solar PV array. So that is a different, or you can simply call solar PV system, or solar PV system, or solar PV array. It's a same thing. Okay, so look at here. Here is like a 1 megawatt or 2 megawatt huge size of plant. So in this plant, are you going to install one by one module here, one by one? How long it take to install all the module? So here again, we using the panel, free fabricate panel. Panel may be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 module altogether make as one panel. So each panel they go bring and install there. So these kind of large project, they do the prefabricated panel using modules, solar PV modules. So look at here. This is again another example. Like here, every places we have a 6 number of module. So every uh, pole we have a 6 number of modules. So in this kind of setups, use the they will use the prefabricated panels. Again, as I said earlier, in the C, we are using the panels. Okay, so that's all from today. So what we learn here is specifically, a panel means the combination of module. We are using number of modules to form a panel. That panel we can bring into the site location and install. So because our household installation usually 5 kilowatts, 6 kilowatts, we no need to do that free fabrication. So that's why we are not really caring the terminologies. So in the household rooftop solar PV, we are only talking about module. So how many modules do you have? 6 modules or 7 modules, 8 modules? That's it. So you have a solar PV system on the rooftop. So solar PV system on the rooftop, or we can say solar PV array on the rooftop, which has number of modules, that is 6 modules or 7 modules. That's it. So each modules will have a number of cells. So number of cells based on how much voltage each module will produce or will design to produce. Based on that, it has a number. That's all for today. So this is a basic. We will provide a lot of other videos, in-depth videos. Thank you everyone for watching this. Please subscribe this channel and provide your full support. Thank you.